Hi, welcome back to Artsphere 1969 Live, Cooking Made Easy. I am Alice, Aka Wang Si line. Okay, why? Because I'm married to the Wang family, right? Okay, for today's recipe, I am sharing on dessert. Okay, actually I prepared two desserts. Okay, they are the ingredients used are actually Ferox Nut, which I mentioned last week, because I have chosen this ingredient because it helps to reduce water retention in the body. Okay, so it's good for those pregnant mama. Okay, in the 5th month, they usually have a swollen feet, and also those who are doing the weight management program. This one will help you to reduce the water in your body, so you will be lighter and more things. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you is actually so simple that I don't know how to. Look, I don't have very much to show you except that to show you the ingredients, and then everything you just throw inside the pot and then you cook. So basically, there's nothing much to say except that now I go into the ingredients. Okay. Today, the first one that I'm sharing with you is actually Ferox Nut with ginkgo nuts. Okay. Right. Okay. So this recipe, the ingredients are ginkgo nuts, Ferox nuts. Okay, then we have longan meat, dates, and of course water. Okay, so what is Ferrous Nut so good about? Okay, actually Ferrous Nuts is it comes from the lily family like lotus root, you know. So from the lotus you got lotus seed, and then from another family plant you get the Ferrous Nut. This is a very good herb actually for cleansing our urinary system. Okay, why is it important? Because those who don't go to the toilet to release water so frequently, when you keep it inside, then you might have UTI, urinary tract infection, and then if you don't take care of it, it will go up, and then your kidneys also will be in trouble. Okay, so this is actually good for you, not only one time. So occasionally, maybe once or twice a month, you can make this for your whole family to eat. Okay, now ginkgo nuts is also very good for our bladder system and also your brains. Okay, and of course, longan flesh is very good for your qi system. Okay, I remember that when I was expecting, I was doing my confinement, I have to drink the longan and red dates and other herbal water for 1 whole month, because why? At that time the body after giving birth is actually very cooling. They call it very yin. So we need these ingredients that will invigorate the qi system in the body to warm the body up. Okay, now you can see here my longan flesh. I actually have two kinds. This one that is round, you can see it's very obvious. Okay, and then the other kind, which you are more common to see, is actually they're dried up and they're all lumped up together. Okay, so I suppose many of them, they prefer to use this to just add hot water and drink, you know. So depending on what you're doing with it. So today I can put both, but when you cook, actually you can't tell which is which. Okay, and also for the dates, remember last week I show you about the dates, and then these are the one with the seeds inside. Okay, but for cooking, the Chinese TCM believes that the seeds is actually heaty, you know, so you need to remove it when you're cooking. So I taught you last week how to remove the seeds, right? Okay, take one. Okay, bang it a bit, right? So remember I said you must bang it, otherwise the flesh will stick to the seeds, and if you cut it, you will not be able to get so much flesh out from the seed. Okay, so right, see, okay, right. So now actually we are very lucky. You can get the pitted ones as well. You see, right? The seeds are taken out already. Of course, this one is a little bit more costly lah, because somebody take out the seed for you, right? So you decide for yourself, okay? Which one you want to take it out by yourself, or you pay a bit more, ask somebody to do it for you, okay? Right, so these are the basic ingredients. And if you look at the recipe, okay, so what I do for it is just throw everything inside the pot. That's it. I got no stirring, nothing to show you. Okay, so just throw everything into the pot. Okay, of course, rinse them now. Throw into the pot and then put 1.5 liters of water. Okay, and then there are two methods I have used to do this. The original one is to put this in this double boiler, okay? So I put the double boiler inside the pan, inside the pot, okay? As usual, I love my this moksa because it also has a pressure cooking function. I just show you what I do, okay? Right. If I'm going to use the pressure cooking function, okay, I will just put one piece of kitchen paper towel first at the bottom, okay? Then I will top up with water, all right? Okay, all the way up, but I'm going to use this pot later, so I'm not going to put so much water. And then, this is a very special double boil pot, which I got it when I first bought the Nosa, okay? So, I put the rack in. So the paper towel will help to minimize the scratching, okay? Then after that, I put this inside, okay? And then I set to double boil for 3 hours, okay? The good thing about this pot is you don't have to watch it. You put up the water in, and then when the water dries up inside, it will beep and tell you. Then you just add the water again, okay? And to save time, I've already cooked it for you. Okay, double boil 3 hours, yeah? Okay, you want to take a look at it? Hi, okay. Yeah, sounds like a gambler, huh? Okay, right. So this is double boil method where you just throw everything in, okay? Of course, I included a pandan leaf as well, for extra flavor. Okay, this one, when it's done, the flavor is actually more like the cheng peng that you have, okay? Except that the ingredients are slightly different, all right? So this one is the double boil method because, okay, if you want to see the complete thing is I cover the pot, right? Remember, only today because I'm going to use the pot, okay, I didn't put in the water up to the midpoint, okay? So then I will just press on the steam button, okay? On the steam button and then three hours setting time, okay? Then let it cook by itself, okay? So this is for double boiling, all right? Okay, now the next one that I'm going to share with you is actually also Ferox Nut, but the ingredients are slightly different. Okay, so you can look at my next recipe. This one is actually only Ferox Nut and red dates, okay? And the red dates. And then instead of double boiling, this one actually only use boiling, okay? So what I did is, instead of boiling on the stove, I use pressure cooker. I pressure it for 30 minutes, okay? And then when the Ferrous nuts and the dates are already boiled, then I put in 150 ml of honey. I tell you, this is very, very soothing for the throat, besides reducing the water retention in the body, right? Okay, so this is the second one, all right? Of course, this is the first one that I show you, right? Okay. Right, okay, let me dish it up for you to see, right? For your information, actually, this pot here, I added 我加了料 because I like the longans and the ginkgo nuts, so I put a little bit more, okay? But then, of course, not too much, because longan, everything in excess is actually harmful, right? So just put a little bit more, okay? See, that's what. This is the ferro nuts with the ginkgo, okay? Right. Okay, does it mean that I'm done? I finished my 2 recipe already, right? So can go home already, is it? Yeah, my crew say cannot, okay? Too fast. Okay, so now what I do is I will show you the 3rd recipe, okay? Which is a bonus for today. Why? Because next week is our Lantern Festival, okay? Yeah, so for that, it's actually mid-autumn where the moon is round. It signifies what? Unity for the Chinese, right? So what people like to eat when they are together, reunion, they also eat things like tang yuan, right? So today I introduced one bonus recipe called glutinous rice ball in Ferox nut paste. Okay, this one, yeah, there is some steps to go. Okay, so right now what I do is I just empty my pot first. Okay. Right. because I need to boil water. Okay, the good thing about this pot is you no need to bring to the kitchen to wash. All right. And also I like to do my cooking in the hall with the aircon on, so I don't have to be sweaty, you know. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, the pot is now clean. So what I do now is I put in 600 ml of water to boil first. Okay, measured 600 ml, 600 ml, correct. Please remember, you must use clean filtered water. Otherwise, you'll be taking a lot of the chlorine and other contaminants that's in the water, and we don't want that in our body, okay? It has got other side effects, yeah? Okay, right in. And now, to set the thing boiling, I will use the stir fry function, which is just here. Okay. Actually, no need to set the time. It's just I'm lazy to look after it, so I just let it go boiling. Okay. Then when it's 15 minutes up, it will stop by itself if I'm not around the pot. Okay. Right. Okay. My bonus recipe is actually the glutinous rice ball with Ferox Nut. Okay. So this is the one. Okay. First of all, of course the ingredient again is Ferox Nut. Yeah. So this one, okay, the recipe is 100 Ferox Nut, 100 grams. So what I do is I have to soak it in water first. Okay, you're supposed to soak it in 400 ml of water, but I will do 200 first, and you soak for about 2 hours. Okay, and then after that, what you do with it? You just blend it. Okay, blend it into the paste. Yeah, all right. Okay, it's going to be a bit noisy. When you blend things, you always let them rest down a bit, then you blend again so that the pieces get instead of staying up there all the time. Okay. All right. Okay, I think it's almost there. Huh? Okay, right. Okay, can you see? It's all blended. Okay, right. Okay, let me see what's next. Oh, yeah, it's so simple. Nothing much to do except to boil them. Okay, right. Hi, for those who just tune in, okay, this is Wong Si Lai, Alice. Yeah, today I'm sharing my dessert recipe, okay? I've already I already showed you the ingredients for the first two desserts, which is so simple that all you do is just to throw the ingredients into the pot and then cook it, okay? So this one is the one, the Ferrous nuts and dates with honey, okay? And then the other one is the one with the ginkgo nuts and longan flesh, like all the ingredients that you see here. And then you can either double boil it for 3 hours, or you can also cook it in the pressure cooker for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, up to you. Okay, because some people, they don't want to do 3 hours, so they want shortened time. That's where the pressure cooker comes in handy, all right? Because nowadays, we don't have very much time. We want things to be faster, right? Okay, so now these are the two desserts I've done, and I'm sharing on the third one, which is the bonus for our Mooncake Festival, which is glutinous rice ball in Ferox nut paste. You know, when we go for Chinese dessert, we have tried what? Ji ma hu la, which is sesame paste. We have almond paste, han yang hu. Okay, and we also have walnut paste. So today, what I introduced to share is the Ferox nut paste. Okay, Ferox nut by itself has got not much taste. It's very bland, but it is very good for our urinary tract system. Okay, help us to clear the toxins from our body, especially for those who don't go to toilet very often to release water. Okay, and also if you don't take care of your urinary tract system, it will go up, the infection, UTI will go up all the way to the kidneys, and then you have a bigger problem there. So you can do this for your family once or twice a month. It will be very good, okay? So now I have already blended the Ferox nut paste, and I have boiled the water, so just waiting for the water to boil. It's almost there, okay? And then what I do is I put in the rock sugar. Okay. The recipe says you put 100 grams of rock sugar, but of course, then again, it's entirely up to you. If you think that the calories are a bit too much for you, since you're trying to manage your weight, then of course you put less. So that's the good thing about cooking your own food at home, right? Be it a meal or a dessert, okay? So you notice that the dessert outside usually you always complain it's a bit too sweet, right? So do it yourself, okay? Right, so the water is boiling now. So now I'm going to pour in the paste. Right. I learned from my experience that you must keep stirring it, okay? Otherwise, it will curdle together, okay? Today it's much better now. My morning session was a bit sticky, gooey, okay? Uh, Actually, the recipe says 100 grams of Ferox Nut, but I cut a little bit because I find that it was a bit too gooey in the morning and I had to add more water. But since now my water is quite the same, I reduced the nut. So whatever the recipe is up to you. All right, but of course, since Ferrox nuts is the one that helps to cleanse the urinary tract system, you shouldn't put too little, otherwise you will not be getting much. Okay, right. Okay, just let it boil. Bring it to boil for 5 minutes, okay? So now I can add in the sugar, the rock sugar together, okay? 50 or 100 grams is up to you, all right? Yeah, I have, I think I compromised in between. I put about 80 grams here, okay? So you just do according to your preference, all right? Okay, let it boil. Yeah. Maybe I want to show you that the dried longan meat, this one here, okay, after you soak it, it will open up, right? So it's something like this, okay? Right. You see, when it's all dried up and when you soak it, it opens up. So it looks quite similar to this light brown one here, okay? So when you actually throw into the pot, you can't tell the difference, all right? Okay. Right. Okay. You see, it's boiling up. Actually, the original recipe has um, asked me to add on some corn flour and water to thicken it. But when I look at it, I say, no need, it's already, by itself, it's thickening already. So I actually don't need to add in any more corn flour and water to thicken it. You can see, right? It's like porridge, porridge, okay? The texture of porridge, okay? So I let it boil, bring to boil for 5 minutes, okay? Then, of course, the other ingredient that I pre-prepared, okay, is actually the glutinous rice ball, okay? The original recipe actually teaches how to make the rice ball, you know, by using the glutinous flour and then mix the peanut and then the sugar, all that, you know. But we are very fortunate because this book, I got it when before my number one was born. So that's about almost 30 years ago. At that time, we don't have ready-made glutinous rice flour ball, you know, we don't have tang yuan, right? So we have to make our own. But today it's very simple. We just go to the supermarket and buy, all right? Whatever flavors you want, peanut lah, black sesame or red bean, it's all there, okay? Right, you see, the Ferox nut paste is boiling. You see the texture, right? Okay, let it boil 5 minutes, yeah? Okay, so now I share with you this, okay, this is the glutinous rice ball which I pre-prepared, okay? All you have to do is just buy from the supermarket in the frozen section, okay? And then you boil water, about 80 ml water, and then you boil, throw it inside while it is still frozen. Please don't defrost, okay? And then when it's ready, it will float up. After it floats up, you just cook it for another 2 minutes, okay, to let it boil through. And then what I do is I will take it out and put it in cold water so that it will cut the cooking and then it will become point, okay? Right. Okay, my Ferox Nut paste is bubbling ready. I think you should have 5 minutes ready lah. I do so much talking. All right. You can see this recipe is actually so simple, right? Just blend it, throw the raw sugar in, and then now I will put in the glutinous rice ball. Okay. Simple, right? So for your mooncake, when you are what 赏月的时候啊, you can do this and share with your family, right? Okay, look at that. 月圆花好. So Chinese like things that are round, yeah? Okay. Looks like fishball. Okay, so simple. See, I'm done with 3 desserts in half an hour. Yeah, actually it's very simple. You just wash the rinse the ingredient and throw them in. All right. I'm gonna off the fire. Off the fire. Off the power. Okay, right now, look at that. All done. Okay. Ta-da! Last week I told you, all right? For this month, because I bought the second pot that I have a free 3-liter all cuisine casserole. Okay? Wow. 有买有送啊. Quite. We got 3 more days. Okay? The deal is going to end of this month. All right? Okay, I'm going to scoop into my new casserole. Right? And of course, you can always join me here live, okay? This is the good time because after cooking, you get to eat it, okay? Today, I'd like to welcome our Jenny and Shirley, okay, who have come in to join us today. Yeah. So if you'd like to drop by here, of course, sometimes when you cook other ingredients, you like to take a look at them or you want to have your hands on, you can always drop us a message or you can text 97864986. I'll be most happy to have you here, right? Look at that. So today is 2 plus 1 now. So I think I prefer to pour them up. Pour faster. Okay, let me get my... Oh, look at that. Yes. And this is the third dessert for today, the bonus one. Yeah? So remember, please try it out, okay, and share with your friends. And next Thursday is our Mooncake Festival, right? So I wish you 月圆花好，团团圆圆. Okay, time to eat now. Okay, Shirley and Jenny, you'll be the first to come and taste it. All right. So we have 3 dingo nuts with Ferox Nut, and then dingo nuts with Ferox Nut with honey, and of course Ferox Nuts paste with the glutinous rice ball. And incidentally, you can have this 2 chilled. Okay, and but this one you have to eat it hot. Okay. So for today, this is my sharing, my 3 dessert. And next week, I'm going to do my session on Saturday, 5 p.m. All right. And the recipe for next week is chicken stew with water chestnut. Never tried before, right? So you must tune in next week, okay? I see you then. All right. Bye.